Well, first of all, my name is Bob Moran, and I've been associated with the Blessed Sacrament Sisters since I was born, because I had two great aunts and two great great aunts that were part of the order. And obviously, the St. Michael's wouldn't exist without the Blessed Sacrament Sisters and St. Mother Drexel. So we would go visit my great aunts at the headquarters, which was on the grounds of the former mansion of St. Mother Catherine Drexel. And we had so much fun rolling over the hills, riding horses, reading yearbooks from schools, mission schools far and wide, which opened our eyes to the situation with African Americans and Native American Indians. And it's not something that is an everyday affair in Philadelphia, I have to admit. And obviously, you know, going to the headquarters, visiting, and I have one famous claim to fame. As my sister still has a picture of me sitting on the lap of St. Mother Catherine Drexel when I was like 4 years old. So that's about the closest I've come to sainthood, that either today or ever. So that's I think that's pretty cool. But I came to Arizona back in 1999, and my favorite uncle passed away about 4 years later. And instead of flowers, he asked for donations to St. Michael's Indian School. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, here I am in Arizona. How can I get back in touch with my roots? You know, and sort of going back to those days of Cornwall Heights, and which we now call Ben Salem, and kind of having that connection to the Blessed Sacrament Sisters. I said, I want to honor my uncle, and I want to honor my past and my roots by go visiting the school. So I had a chance to visit St. Michael's, and found out from a previous head of the school that St. Michael's had a fairly large deficit. And I said, how about if I close that deficit for you? But it also is meant as just don't pay the past, but how do you live for the future? So that's kind of what is one of my requirements. And I think with Dot coming on board, Dot is a visionary. And I think she's building a stronger St. Michael's for the future. And it's an incredible, valuable lesson for people to learn that, you know, the Phoenix does rise. I've been giving on an annual basis because that's how you make a school stronger. And obviously, to invest in a school, you need the funds to do it. And, you know, I live by a philosophy that, you know, people have done wonderful things for me, of course, my life, that has led to a very successful career. And, you know, they always put a requirement on me of pay it forward. And paying it forward is a great way, being passionate about something that can be a stronger vehicle for education and helping groups that have probably been underinvested in for centuries. It's a great thing to be associated with. I also lived overseas for 16 years, mostly in Peru, Mexico, Spain, and one of the frustrations of being associated with the Hispanic community in the U.S. is that education, they don't look at education as a means to a greater life, and it's part of the culture. And I feel both, you know, especially as using St. Michael's, education is a way of getting a view of the bigger world. And I think there's contributions that you can gather and come back to the reservation to make the reservation even stronger. But I think culturally, education is not thought of that way. Within the Native American community, I think there's a giant size reluctance to move away from the reservation. And I totally understand that. But in moving away, you pick up skills, capabilities, and resources that doesn't exist today. And if you can bring that back, that is so fulfilling. So to me, education is a means to that road and that journey. And I just hope it becomes more of a part of the culture, and it's a good thing versus a bad thing. But I do believe that education, and the education that you can get at St. Michael's, can lead you to a very fulfilling career capabilities competencies. But then bringing it back home, oh my God, it just could change the world. Well, COVID is something that there's no playbook for this. So every day it's a little bit different. Um, and obviously doing things remotely, doing things where you can't have, day-to-day interaction with the school. I have faith, have hope, try to do the best, invest in your time, invest in how the situation is right now, because there's always an opportunity in every situation, and take advantage of it.